Hi everyone! I'm so excited to share how I brought this adorable cartoon kitten to life in Blender. From modeling and rigging to adding fur and personality, I'll tell you through every step of the process. If you ever dreamed of creating your own 3D characters, this video is for you. Let's dive in! First, let me show you how I started modeling this kitten from a simple cube. It's fascinating to see how basic shapes can transform into something so lifelike and charming. Next, I add a subdivision surface modifier to smooth out the cube. Without applying it, I switch to edit mode and start extruding the legs and tail. This way, we can instantly see the cube transforming into the shape of a kitten. It's like watching the character come to life. To make the shape smoother and more rounded, I clean up unnecessary vertices by selecting and merging them using M and choosing at center. I remove any points that disrupt the kitten's rounded form. This step helps refine the model and bring it closer to the final look. Next, I model the kitten's head using a reference image as a guide. Starting from a simple cube, I follow the same process as before, adding a subdivision surface modifier and shaping the geometry to match the proportions of the reference. This approach ensured consistency and accuracy in the design. While modeling the head, I frequently toggle X-ray mode to make the mesh transparent. This allows me to compare the geometry directly with the reference image, ensuring accurate proportions and alignment. Next, I deleted the faces where the eyes will be placed. This created the openings needed to insert the eyes and ensure they fit seamlessly into the head. By refining these areas, I set the stage for more natural and expressive features. Next, I move to the sculpt mode to roughly define the shape of the kitten's face. This step helps me quickly block out the K features and establish a more natural and smooth flow for the facial structure before refining further. Now, I begin shaping the kitten's face. First, I extend the nose to give it volume. Then, using the knife tool, activated by pressing K, I cut out the area for the mouth. This technique allows me to carefully define the facial features and create more detailed and expressive look for the kitten. Now, I adjust and fine-tune all the vertices to align them more accurately with the reference. After that, I move back to the sculpt mode for the final touches, refining the facial features to ensure the kitten's face closely matches to the intended design. Next, I extrude the mouth and eyes inward, creating depth inside the head. This step is essential for adding realism and preparing the model for further detailing. Now, I add spheres to create the kitten size. This will serve as a base for the shaping and positioning the eyes, bringing more life and expressions to the character. Now, I create eyelids for my kitten. This adds depth and expressiveness to the eyes. Next, I extrude areas on the eyes where the pupils will be. Then, I apply material with the custom texture of the pupil, adding more detail and realism to the kitten's eyes. This step helps give the character a lively and expressive look. To create realistic eyes for my kitten, I first marked the iris area using the Mark Sims tool to isolate the pupil. After that, I unwrap the pupil UVs to ensure proper alignment. In the shader editor, I connected an image texture of an eye to the material nodes, carefully positioning the texture to fit perfectly over the pupil area. This technique adds depth and realism to the kitten's gaze. Following the same principle, I apply the texture to the kitten's head. However, in this case, I painted the texture directly within the program. Using Blender's texture painting tools, I crafted the details such as fur patterns and subtle color gradients to give the head a unique and personalized look that aligns with my vision for the character. Although The modeling isn't fully complete yet. I decided to move on to materials and shaders. I created textures to the kitten's body, head and eyes to visualize how the final character might look. By adding eyes and applying button textures, I could see if the design was coming together and matching my original idea. From the same basic cube shape, I modeled the fangs and tongue. I decided to only include the fangs as my kitten is stylized, and simpler elements better ally with its design. All the materials in this project are created following the same principle, but I'll click on each element to show you the shadows and their structure. Please note, I didn't show this in detail, but over the eye, I added another sphere with a glass texture. This addition helps the eyes shine beautifully during rendering in cycles. I'm wrapping up the first part here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. In the next part, we'll start by creating these adorable paw pads for the kitten and continue developing our wonderful character. Stay tuned!